Hey guys, you know the drill. I'm making this video from my car, driving home from work. I have a lot to say about FDsignifier's little cute little edgelord video, little cute little eren video. I'm so sorry. I do not fucking identify with the term edgelord. I'm not an edgelord. I've never been an edgelord. And I never will be one, right? I think it's so completely lazy and disingenuous to refer to the people who watched Attack on Titan and were on Eren's side and to refer to them as fucking edgelords. I'm so sorry. It never gave that. It never gave edgelord from over here. For me and the people who follow me, we were rocking with Eren because if we were in that position, we understand it's me or you, right? We understand the fucking analogy where, if there were 200 people running up at your house and, 100 of them had guns and were going to kill you and your family and you only had a bomb to defend yourself, we would throw that motherfucking bomb. We would throw the bomb without hesitation because why would I let me and my family die when I could just throw the bomb and we all get to live? And then, maybe some innocent people who don't have a gun will die too. But hey, you know what I'm saying? Come on now. We've already spent so much time making these analogies so these people will understand why we're on the side of Eren. Well, why we were. So I'm just gonna talk about his video, right? Because he brings up these interviews of Isayamas that only supports what he thinks. And I'm so sick of that because it's not like the resources aren't there. And you see that in my videos. Watch my video, The Many Contradictions of Isayama. I put out all of his fucking interviews. Every last one of them. There's a relationship that people who have been reading this manga chapter by chapter, right? And we're in the fandom and we're tuned into the interviews as they were coming out. We have a relationship with Isayama that I'm so sorry none of these little anime fanboys, none of these little casual watchers can relate to. Because at the end of the day, they weren't there. They weren't there. Now, you can look up your little interview where he says, I never changed the ending. Never. This is how it's always going to end. Okay, and then I will present you with the one where he said, I originally had something in mind more like The Mist. I originally was going to end it in a way that I didn't feel was fair to the fans. After Attack on Titan became popular, I didn't think it was fair to kill, everyone. These are things he fucking said. These are things he said. So we know the ending was changed. We know it was. And Isayama going on a little press tour to say how, this is how things are always going to end, is literally just him trying to save his own ass. And then he, in my opinion, misinterprets the interview where Isayama fucking admits to using Eren as a mouthpiece for himself, for saying that Isayama always saw himself in Eren. Let's stop there, because that's not the fucking truth. That is not the truth. Isayama saw himself as Eren after the manga became popular, right? Because he felt like he had this great power too, right? And so that's why at the end, in the very last episode, not in the manga, in the very last episode, he adds all this bullshit. I'm an idiot, a garden variety idiot who got too much power, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. That was Isayama using Eren as a mouthpiece for his own self to be meta and cool. I'm sorry, it never gave cool. It never gave, oh my god, that's so interesting. It never gave that. It gave retcon, okay? And me having a dissatisfaction with the way, that the story ended, and with the way Eren was crying over not having his stepsister's titties in his face at the end, that is insulting to anybody who's been watching this series. You could call it fascism, you can call me an edgelord. That's not the character we watched. That's not who we watched. Like, hands down, full stop, that's not who we watched. Because there have been several other times in the series where Eren was about to fucking die, kick the goddamn bucket, and he didn't so much as think one, like, brain molecule about Mikasa at all. That's what makes that bad. Him losing was never the problem. If he lost fair and square, somehow, that wouldn't have been a problem. But the problem is, it's out of character for him to fucking give up. That's the problem with the ending. The problem isn't that, and this is how FDsignifier kind of talks about it, we had this fantasy that we wanted to watch the world burn just like Eren did. No! Like, that is the most frustrating fucking take ever. Because it's as if they didn't even watch the beginning of the series. I don't want to watch the fucking world burn. I want to watch this person who was put in a kill or be killed situation, fighting for freedom his whole goddamn life, attain that freedom that he sought. That's what I want to watch. I don't want to watch no bullshit where there's just some idiot on a killing spree, and if I do want to watch that, then that's what I'll fucking watch the Joker, right? If that's what I want to watch, that's what the fuck I'd watch. I'd watch the fucking Jeffrey Dahmer fucking biopic or whatever. If that's what I wanted to see, I would seek that out. No, I'm watching a story about a boy fighting for fucking freedom that was denied to him his whole life. That's what I'm watching. That doesn't make me a fucking edgelord. That doesn't make any of us edgelords. The fact that we didn't enjoy the ending was simply because Eren was retconned. And not in a satisfying way, obviously. Like, retconning is never satisfying. Not in an interesting, like, intellectual way, like, that said something about the work itself. Like, it was just straight shit. It was garbage. Just so Isayama could make everybody's favorite character stay alive at the end. Because, like he said in his fucking interviews, he was now moving towards something more peaceful. He said he was very inspired when he watched the Guardians of the fucking Galaxy, and he decided to end Attack on Titan a little bit more like that. How about you look up that interview, FDsignifier? Where's that one? Where's that interview? That's the interview I want to see you talk about. The ending wasn't changed. If I'm just a big, fat, stupid edgelord, if I'm a big, greasy-fingered, fucking, stupid, dumbass edgelord, then I feel like that would come across very clearly in how I talk about what went wrong in the ending. I would not say shit about Eren's motivations. I'd be like, what the fuck? I wanted to see more bodies getting crushed. Ah, goddamn. What the fuck? Like, I'm so sorry. It never gave edgelord over here. It never gave edgelord over here. I don't even know what I'm going to title this. A rant about FDsignifier. FDsignifier still has bad takes on AoT. I'm sorry. Please, if you're going to bring up an interview to support whatever fucking agenda you have, bring up the other ones that go against it and call Isayama out for being the fraud that he fucking is. How about that? Like, come on now. We're not just gonna cherry pick the interview. See? He said he never changed it. Y'all are mad because your little Eren boy was just a stupid, dumb kid after all. When in reality, what it was Isayama. Pull up the interview where he said that he was worried that AoT looked like it was glorifying genocide. Pull up that one. Let's see that one. Let's hear you talk about that one. How does that fit into your agenda that we're all upset because our little edgelord didn't fulfill our fantasies of world cremation or whatever? Come on, bro. Stop. And like, the thing is, FD is such a smart man. So I know. It's got to be intentional at this point. It's got to be intentional. You intentionally looked for the interviews that would support what you wanted to say about quote, quote, edgelords and Yeagerists. You intentionally looked for those and then ignored the ones that didn't support it. The ones I fucking talked about. Watch my video, The Many Contradictions of Isayama. FDsignifier. Watch that. And then let's hear what you have to say about that. Let's hear if you think the ending was changed or the same. Let's hear what you say about that. Because right now what it's giving, I don't know if he actually watched as, chapter by chapter as things were being published. I'm not sure. But it's giving he didn't. Because if he did, then I would guess that he would have seen these interviews as they were coming out. As I did. As other people in the fandom who actually gave a hoot about the fucking story and about Isayama did. Because all the casual fans think the ending is amazing and agree that Eren was just a dumb little bad biddy crying over his sister. Like, they agree that makes perfect sense, and it clearly doesn't for anybody who's been paying attention in the story thus far. In the story, anybody paying attention to seasons 1, 2, and 3, that shit doesn't make any lick of sense. What does make sense is exactly the quote, quote, Chad edgelord that Eren became, because that shit was always in him. That shit was always in him. Like, it was always in him. He was never a fucking dumbass crybaby crying over the girl, what do you say? The girl left behind? The girl that got away? He was never a little crybaby over that. He cried when he wasn't able to... This motherfucker... I'll go. Whatever. Yeah, my muffler needs to be changed. Shut up. Anyway. He fucking cried over the fear of dying without accomplishing anything. All these people who died for him, and he feared that he would die without doing anything to make their sacrifices meaningful. That is why Eren was crying. That is why throughout the series he shed tears. That's the only reason why. Only reason why. Throughout the fucking series. Yay, they took my park. Fucking love it. Holy shit. Anyway, where was I at? Like, we're getting to the point where some of you people with anime takes need muzzles. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, you know who else was a fucking Yeagerist? Can we talk about that? Can we talk about the average Yeagerist? The average Yeagerist is fucking Connie Springer's mom, who was turned into a Titan and had no fucking clue what was going on. And just wanted to live life. Holy shit. This guy in a fucking bike, go. Oh, hey. What's up? Anyway, the average Yeagerist. Let's talk about him. The average Yeagerist is the fucking Kaya girl whose mom got eaten in front of her, who Sasha saved. The average Yeagerist is a normal fucking regular citizen of Paradise who just fucking wants to live, and they've been denied that right their entire life. That's the average Yeagerist. Are they also edgelords and fascists and whatnot because they wanted Eren to win? Is that also like let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Is it being an edgelord, or is it wrong to be, like in our example that we always use, the people with guns charging towards your house and you only have a bomb? Are the people in the house, is your daughter and wife and kids and dog or whatever, are they also extremist edgelords to want you to throw that fucking bomb? Let's say you guys are the last people on Earth. Your family and the group of people charging towards your house, some of them have guns and they want to do harm to your family. Is your family like fascistic edgelords if they want you to throw that fucking bomb so they can live? No, right? No. Of course not, right? That's us. The people who listen to me and me myself, that's us. I stand with the normal, everyday, average fucking paradisian citizen. Okay, I literally cannot park right here. Oh my God. Okay. I'm gonna put this shit down. I hope I made my point. I hope my point was clear. The thing is, I just don't like being labeled a fucking edgelord for being on the side of the person who is oppressed, who gets the power to, like, not be oppressed anymore. That would unfortunately result in the death of a lot of innocents. But, like, it very much is a cornered rat sort of situation. Like, who the fuck is gonna just sit on their hands and allow their family and their loved ones to die while the government is sitting on its hands, quote, quote, trying to think of a solution? I mean, there was no solution, right? So we can't even fault them. There was no solution. It was literally written as kill or be killed. And you want me to feel bad that the character decides to kill the many to save the few. It'll never be me sad about that. It'll never be me sad about that. Because I don't care if I got one kid. If your family of 15 tries to kill me and my kid, it's over for you. I don't give a fuck. It's over for you. And that doesn't make me a fucking edgelord. It doesn't. And it doesn't make my one kid an edgelord either. Because my fucking kid doesn't deserve to die. So, it's 2024. Can we drop this narrative that people that were on Eren's side or quote, quote, Yeagerists are edgelords? Now, I don't want to, don't get me wrong. I do think those people exist. Like, I even made a video calling one of them out. There are those weird, wacky, crazy ass, like, scary, actual weird Eren stan, edgelord, like, right-winger, Joker sympathizer, like people with the fucking Joker profile pic and stuff. Those people exist. Let's be so honest, they do. But we're not going to act like that's the majority of the fandom. The majority of the fandom, in my opinion, the majority of the fandom that believed that Eren was retconned, because he was, and that the story was horrible, the ending was terrible, we're people like Kaya. The girl who Gabby was hanging out with, trying to trick and shit. The girl whose mom was eaten right in front of her that Sasha saved. The majority of, quote, Yeagerists are people like Kaya. Period. The majority of Yeagerists in the show and off of the show are people like Kaya. And that's just facts, okay? That's just facts. Now, it's the Survey Corps way, right? Erwin asked the 104th trainees, right? He says, if I ask you to die, will you do it? And I guess they fucking agreed, right? Good for them, right? Good for them. That's them. That's their prerogative. If they want to lay their lives on the line and ruin Paradis's only chance of survival, that's on them. They can, and let's be so honest, if Eren was actually using his full power, which he should have been, which, let's be so for real, the 104th Connie John, at least they should have died, but all of them should have fucking died. Against God? Against God? None of them fucking kicked the bucket? That's crazy. I'm so sorry, that's crazy work. But anyway, they decided to sacrifice Paradis. They decided to rule in favor of their own genocide. They prevented a genocide in favor of another genocide, their own, which is absolutely deplorable. So I'll be a Yeagerist if I'm against that. I will be. I'll be an edgelord too.